Okay, this video is just a quick little aside about the different types of food that we can eat and whether or not they give us the same amount of energy. And, the big question here is, do all foods give the same amount of energy? And the answer is really a big no, a big resounding no. We know that fats and lipids contain a lot of energy. We've probably heard about that in our everyday life. Um, about 9 kcals per gram of the food we eat. So they have relatively low oxidation states. And we can reflect back on all the things that we have learned about to kind of figure that out. But mainly they're composed of alkanes. Like if we go down here, sorry, pen. They're composed mainly of alkanes and alkenes at a low oxidation state. They could really be further oxidized a lot. And so they provide a lot more energy, but we consider this slow energy because it takes a long time for all those reactions to occur. Whereas carbohydrates are at inherently high oxidation states or higher oxidation states. So they have about 4 kcals per gram. So they have a lot less energy to be given off because oftentimes you're starting more like here at alcohols, which are already oxidized to some extent. They can still be further oxidized, but not as far as fats and lipids have to go. So they give you less energy, but they tend to give you that energy faster because there's not as many reactions that need to occur. So you'll hear about carbo loading for exercise, or you'll hear about having some carbohydrates to get some quick energy, maybe for exercise, or just for focus or to fuel your body. But then to have some lasting fuel and not get hungry again, you oftentimes need to balance that with some fat. So oftentimes people want to consume a balance of these at meal times, carbohydrates for some quick energy and fats and protein tends to last longer. Now protein's got 4 kcals per gram, and it's just a little more complicated to talk about, but the idea here is our low oxidation state alkanes that have CC single bonds and CC double bonds. Those are going to be lower in oxidation state than our alcohols, which have C to O bonds for that, carbon to OH. And then that's going to be lower in oxidation state than our aldehyde. So our aldehyde is going to have, an H C double bond O, so that and then we could also put ketones in here as well, because you're going to have your C double bond O in your ketone as well as in your aldehyde. Your aldehyde just has a terminal hydrogen on one side of that C double bond O. And then oxidized to your highest oxidation state would be like your carboxylic acid, your C double bond O, and then your O. OH. So that's just the big picture idea about different kinds of foods and how much energy they give us.